Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Capturing live in the Serious Joy Garden Studios in Costa Mesa, California. This is your Tuesday. Namaste today.
Introducing Secrets of Birthdays. Bow chicka bow wow. Are you ready to find love? Bow chicka bow wow. Your secrets are coming out. Bow chicka bow wow. All those sexy secrets are available at secretsofbirthdays.com. Bow chicka bow wow, baby.
Good morning and namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. My modality is psychic astrology, and my personal mission is to stand in my heart and help other people stand in theirs. I'm also very interested in uniting the light on earth. This webisode is for Tuesday, March 15th, 2016. And today, the human walk has reached the Grandmaster Pisces step 25, Pisces. Hello, friends. So nice to see you. So grateful to be of soul service. Nice to have a nice, sunny, beautiful day back in Southern California. So I hope you're getting a little Mother Nature nurturing. If you're not, I encourage you to try to get some. And if the Mother Earth is upset, send her some love on my behalf, okay? We got to heal Mother Earth, but it's feeling wonderful here. I think today it's going to be a cloudy day and a spiritual day, but before I go into the vibe, a shout out to the Energy to Angels Week. I'm releasing episodes this week, the final episodes of this series I did with angel reader Mary Beth Murphy. She's going to be talking about the virtues in today's episode that I'm releasing and what the virtues are in the angelic realm. So I think it's worth a watch, particularly if you're having any issues of having lost faith in yourself or in things on earth. There are so many angel stories, and I actually have angel stories also of my own posted in the Psychic Lounge of soulgarden.tv. So that said, what will today's vibe be? I predict today will be cloudy and spiritual, very introverted. This is the most spiritual day of the Pisces vibration. That's because step 25 rules the day. That is the Grandmaster step of Pisces. Pisces rules 7. You add the 2 plus the 5, it makes a 7. So when you are a 7 in a 7 world, you got Grandmaster there. All right? Anyone who step 25 is Grandmaster spiritual in any sign, and very psychic by nature once they listen in. And that's what today is. Today is the Grandmaster listening in, listening in, listening in. Now, some people may get it through dreams, through radio commercials, through movie moments, through books, through video games. I mean, God comes in every way, but you got to listen, and today is the day to listen. Now, today my heart is seeking peace with my mind. That's the truth. I'm seeking peace with my mind. I want everything just to flow together. I seek to feel at ease. And I want total self-forgiveness. I don't want to worry about anything anymore. And I think that's the vibration of step 25. I feel stuck. I feel I'm moving slowly. I'm getting impatient. It's because the moon is in the high vibrations of Gemini. And so our mind is toying with very, very subtle little things that might have big, big consequences. So it's just the part of our mind and emotions that we are exploring right now. I'm open to where I spiritually belong. I'm really open to going there. I don't want to waste any time anymore. And I'm willing to surrender to my higher self to get to that place. That's because Venus is at step 4 of Pisces. I'm thinking about the decisions I've made. I'm thinking about if I should act on those decisions or not act on those decisions. Are these the right decisions? And because it's Pisces, I know I'm likely to go back and forth about decisions. So let's just affirm what we've already decided. That's because Mercury's at step 18, Pisces. And I am acting on what I believe today. I'm acting on what I believe. I'm moving ahead with the adventure. It's time for the next chapter of the story. That's because Mars is now at step 3 Sag. Step 3 is the natural born number of Sagittarius, so having Mars there means our core beliefs are getting a jolt, our core beliefs. Something in the world might question our core beliefs while Mars is at this step 3. And I am deciding, which is our Saturn, based on what flows easiest, step 16. So we're being ruled by what flows easiest. That is what we're being asked to do. If it's too much work, let it go, folks, because what flows is what we're meant to work with. So that said, your joy quest, should you choose to accept it, is to be mindful of your feelings all day. That's what it is. And accept what they tell you. A lot of people don't listen to their feelings because they don't like what it says. But honestly, today is a day where you really must listen to your feelings. So, in those like horror films or those, romantic comedies where someone's getting hurt or someone's cheating or lying, and the girl's like, and you're just like, as the viewer, it's like, this is that time. You want to listen to your feelings. Today, your sensei says, this is not a false broadcast. It will tell you today with a resounding yes, a resounding no, what your answer is. So there's really no excuses for not asking, at least your higher self. So be mindful of what your feelings tell you all day and accept what they say to you. All right, let's move on to today's topic. Today's topic is remaining flexible, the art of flowing. And this is all based on us in the higher degrees of Pisces as we move on now. Step 24, step 25 today, step 26 tomorrow. These are all, the highest form of Pisces, which means, if you're uncomfortable, yes, most of society is uncomfortable in these high degrees of Pisces. If you feel very out of place, if you're having a hard time relaxing, we all are. This is basically the Pisces, age of Pisces wrap up. That although we may think we're in the age of Aquarius, we're actually still graduating Pisces. So unless you feel totally awesome right now, you haven't graduated either, okay? And, Sensei calling the blah, blah, white, okay? So let me give you the 5 o'clock question because I'm kind of changing the way I do my show a little bit just so it is maybe more effective for people to walk away after a quick episode. And that is first to put the question in your mind. Where are you totally stubborn in your life? Where are you totally stubborn in your life? And take that place that you're stubborn and ask yourself, what are you attempting to avoid? Because stubbornness must be avoiding something, right? So where are you stubborn? So I will answer this, of course. Where am I totally stubborn? The first thing that came to mind, actually, before this was, I'm actually stubborn opening up intimately. I'm very stubborn to open up full throttle. Very stubborn, like, I have, yes, intimacy issues. I definitely do. It's a control issue. It's all kinds of stuff. So I'm very, very stubborn about that. Like, and I'm real stubborn about the way things have to be and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm very much that way. What am I attempting to avoid in my stubbornness? I'm attempting to avoid going beyond control, like drowning, losing myself in the situation, losing my power, having someone manipulate me because I surrendered to my heart and being manipulated like a jackass. So these are the things that come up, and this is why I get stubborn. Well, I bring this up because I want to help you understand your soul today and how it works, and this is part of my work with my book, The 11 Steps to Serious Joy, which I am still writing, and thanks everyone for the support. It's going along well. And the first thing has to do with that everybody has a primary state of awareness. So no matter who you are, you have a primary state that you face first. And I learned this from what I've discovered with the step astrology program or approach. And it's either a step 0 approach, a step 1 approach, or a step 2 approach, which means you either approach life trying to protect yourself, step 0. You're either trying to always protect yourself, or step 1, you're always trying to get the love, or step 2, you're always trying to feel good. So there's always this primary step, okay? And what my research has avoided, that's Freudian, has found, is that people are usually in one step, they live in one step, and they're trying to avoid a different step, a different primary step that they're not comfortable with. So what I found in my research is that everyone's in one. And wherever they tend to be stubborn, they're trying to not get in those other primary steps. So you're either living always in I protect, or living always in love, or living always in emotion, which is beginning, proficient, master. A master lives in emotion, proficient lives in love, beginner lives to protect, out of fear, always fear. So we're in one of these three states in our step number. Okay, always is the primary state. This is our primary state. Now, most of my clients, I have clients all over the map. But I got to tell you, whether you are based in I protect, based in I love, or based in I feel, right? All of them seem to have issues with the master, step 2, I feel. It seems that most of my clients are stubborn in areas of feelings. They are concerned about feeling. They're worried about feeling, so they get stubborn. And in most cases, people are concerned not about the event, but about how they're going to feel from the event, right? And I have to say, I think I'm not even worried about losing control of my life for someone I fall in love with, because I'm actually, I'm such a stubborn Taurus, I can do lots of things to get out of that. I think it's the emotion that comes with it that I'm afraid of. You know what I mean? Just so you know. So, it all comes full circle. Wonka wonka. So most people are trying to avoid emotion. You might be trying to avoid emotion, but maybe you're trying to avoid protecting yourself, or maybe you're trying to avoid loving yourself. But when you are stubborn and inflexible, it's usually because you are trying to avoid one of these three primary states of awareness because you're not comfortable in them. You live in another one by default. And my work and my research is all about, whatever, let's look at where the soul is and let's introduce them to the parts of themselves they don't know about yet. And that's really how my service works, how everything works in my work. So emotion, step 2, let's get back to the step 2, because this step 2 emotion, living in our emotion, this is really what people in my research are having problems at. What's preventing them from serious joy is they're not comfortable in the ocean of emotion. Emotion is your soul's energy in motion. In fact, the architecture is this. First, we hold space for being alive, step 0. Then we fill that space with love, that's I love, and then we feel the results, okay? So we protect, we love, and we feel the results. So emotion is your energy in motion. It's the results of all this that you're doing. And if you go back to Catholicism, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is the emotions. I always go, who knew the Holy Ghost is emotions growing up? But that's what they're talking about, in my opinion, is emotion. So we need to be comfortable with our emotion. And flexibility, remaining flexible is what I'm getting to in this little lecture, is really about getting comfortable in our feelings. If we want to remain flexible, we simply just need to remain comfortable in our feelings. We need to be able to nurture our feelings on the fly, have a bottle, have a rattle, have anything the baby needs, to bring us back into cool, because all we're really feeling is our own life whizzing around us over and over again. And that's what emotion is. It's your own life whizzing around you, the Holy Ghost of your life. So you're really, when you feel your emotion, you're really going like, oh, what's in there? You're fishing, because there's so much. So allowing and accepting your own feelings in your life is being flexible. If for people who are inflexible, if you have a hard time being flexible, you're having a hard time allowing and accepting your feelings, is most of the time is what I find. And you end up being not flexible in the world because you're not being flexible with your own emotions. The more a person is flexible with their own emotions, the more a person will be able to be flexible in the world. That's why my strategy for world peace is getting everyone into world inner peace, because I think when people find inner peace, world peace will propagate naturally. We don't have to create law. We just need to create guidance, in my opinion. So wrapping this up, today you're being asked maybe to be flexible. Maybe your mind is having a hard time accepting the truth of your feelings. Maybe you're picking up on stuff you don't like. But if you want to be flexible, go ahead and get in that hot tub and just get used to the temperature. You can change it at any time, and I'm here to help you with that. All right, let's move on to today's Zen Den. And welcome to the Zen Den. So let's take 3 breaths together, and I'll say before the 3 breaths, I'm putting a royal blue curtain of flames around us like a big blanket, filling this up with golden light and giving you my love and gratitude for co-creation today. So let's take 3 breaths and see what we get. Okay. And I have an affirmation that will help you with your day, and it is as follows. I am hearing my feelings today, and it's okay, whatever they say. I'm hearing my feelings today, and it's okay, whatever they say. In other words, we can deal with this later. And it's true, that's the Pisces way. Pisces way is to accept, but procrastinate dealing with it, okay? And that's okay. The first step is accepting the truth, right? Or accepting the honest truth. And that only has to be with you, and that's okay. So I'm hearing my feelings today, and it's okay, whatever they say. And so it is, because I said so. And let's take a look at the planets. So as you can see, just like top looking down, I'll say that we are still in the grand square kind of energy for most of the day. You know, a lot of these planets are all This is the collective conscious all fighting itself over what is appropriate. This is, you know, square peg squeezing through circle, you know, like that sort of thing. And really, you know, Chiron, which is the Grandmaster of Healing, is saying, hey, we're just the bridge. We're just really getting people open right now, just open to the idea that Hitler could run the country, open to the idea that we could be this, open to the idea that we're capitalists or communists. Like, everyone just needs to get open to any idea, no matter what camp you're in, get open to accepting another camp. That's basically what step 21 is, and that's what I'm here to probably do as a spiritual cheerleader. Well, today we're at step 25, okay? And this adds to a 7, so this is the all-holy 7 of Pisces. Pisces is 7, and 7 is basically where we get all of our truth. So I predict some God-sent truths may have come in as early as last night into sometime today in the press. God-sent truths would be like a secret that wasn't supposed to be out, or got slipped, or got leaked, or a microphone was left on, and oh, the truth came out, and that sort of thing. So it's all these are all possible scenarios, but in your own life also. You know, if you find like a note from a this or a that, or something funky with the tax man, or, you know, whatever it is, pay attention today. The universe is speaking. Now, I think this grand square is you know, the universe going, sit down, you know, like let's sit down and process this out. So please don't be frustrated that you can't move. Now, I forgot to do this yesterday, but I'll say it today. What was the planet you think I came up with in Spirit? What was yours? Today it was Mars. Spirit said, talk about Mars. And why is that? Well, because as you can see, okay, 30, 60, 90, Pisces energy is square to Saturn energy. I mean, Sagittarius energy. And you know that, well, and Saturn right there. And you do that by 90 degrees, 30, 60, 90. So that's how we know every 90 we have a square. So there's a push here. What's the push? Well, there's an agenda with Mars at step 3. These agendas very much are belief structures that are wondering if they're actually going to work. Like I said, Mars arriving to Sag. So what Spirit was telling me when I went in was, you must know what you believe in now, is basically what Spirit is saying. For the personal individual, this ain't no time to be not clear, okay? Are you, you know, if a candidate or a person or something has said racist things, they're a racist. Are you racist? Do you believe in that? Then your answer is clear. This is a time where we have to align with what we believe and be strict about what we don't believe and be like, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? Like, I think if nothing else, it's like that, but not close down completely. Just Mars at step 3 means go for what you believe. Now, as you can look at the you know, we can look at the landscape in your own personal life, and you can look at the landscape in national life, in the politics. Most of these people are wrong. You know, as far as what ends up winning or what ends up being the right belief structure, the right philosophy, most of these people are wrong. We all know that it's all going to be wrong. By the way, be easier on yourself. Most of your theories will be wrong. You'll only find one that works. So this is kind of how the process works of consciousness. And what Spirit was saying to me was, here's the deal. Be very, very, very strong. How do we deal with this square, basically, is the answer, is what Spirit's telling me. And it's be very, very strong about what you believe, but be very, very, very open to what everyone else believes. Okay? The conflict is that we don't know as a species how to be strong on ourselves and tolerant of other people at the same time. And that's a personal thing you've got to learn. You've got to learn, like, okay, There's no way, because I got to talk to Creator when I die, and I don't want to piss her off. So I believe in this. This is what I'm going to stand for. But there's people doing this over there. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. Pisces, it's okay. It's okay. They have a right to believe what they want to do. They have a right to do what they want to do. So I think Spirit is saying to me that's what's to focus on. Anything else, Spirit? Just, yes, there is one thing, and I'll do it quickly. Black Lilith is at step 22. Okay, that's the cosmic quantum step Libra. So step 22 is that each individual is afraid. Black Lilith is just pretty much fear, afraid of things going bonkers and crazy, really in their relationships, Libra, and in their relationship with themselves. Everyone is facing their fears about things going bonkers. By the way, that's fear. That's not where we are. But here's the thing. Venus today is at step 4, Pisces, okay, which means that we need to leap where we do belong. So I guess what I'm saying very simply is everyone is afraid of where this is going to end. If you don't see the fear, you must not be checked into reality. Okay, but hold on to that fear because you can count on it and leap to where you believe with Venus. All right. That's a break wrap up. Thank you very much. Now, for those who are watched over my personal Sensei network, which I really recommend you try because it's so good and gets better every day, we have this thing called eye candy. At 3 o'clock, you get an eye candy. It's really something you need to know about yourself. That's where I go digging deeps in the depths of your chart. Well, today I'm going to give you which primary state of awareness you are. Remember I said everyone is either a step 0, step 1, or step 2. Today at 3 o'clock, your local time, you'll learn what your primary state of awareness is. And I'll give you the extra little caveat here is if you don't satisfy the primary state, everything else doesn't work. So when you know your primary state and you got it satisfied, usually you're a bit more self-confident. And I will just say out there, for those who are interested, my personal reading schedule is pretty booked up. But if you do want a quick little mini reading, you can get a birthday call now, and you can order a Secrets of Birthdays video report. We're now doing those as well. So either are good. All right, friends, I will see you tomorrow with more. Thank you so much for everything. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.